My beloved child, stop and listen. I have something urgent to tell you. This is not a message you can afford to ignore. There is something happening that you cannot see, but I see it all. Someone has set plans in motion against you, but hear me clearly. I will not allow their schemes to prevail. You have felt the unease, the heaviness in your spirit, haven't you? That's no accident. There are forces at work trying to disrupt the path I've laid out for you. But even in the midst of this unseen battle, I want you to know that I am here, closer than ever. The enemy thinks they have power over your life, but they don't know who you belong to. I have called you by name, and no one can snatch you out of my hand. Though they've tried to bring harm, this is your warning, but it's also your reassurance. I am your refuge and your shield. Do not fear. I am already working behind the scenes to bring victory into your life. Keep your eyes on me and I will show you the way through this storm. Before we go any further, I want you to look up to the sky, take a deep breath, and then do 3 things. Hit the like button, subscribe so we can reach 1,000, and leave a comment with the number 77. This number sends your energy out into the universe, amplifying your energy and intentions. My beloved child, listen closely to what I'm about to say. This is no coincidence. This moment, right here, was planned for you to hear my voice. Someone has set plans in motion against you. There are forces working behind the scenes to disrupt your peace, to confuse your mind, and to pull you away from the path I've set before you. But hear me clearly. I see it all. Nothing escapes my notice, and I will not stand idly by. I know you felt it, the unease, the frustration, the weight pressing down on your spirit. Perhaps you've brushed it off, telling yourself it's just part of life. But it's more than that. There are battles being fought in the spiritual realm, battles you cannot see, yet they are very real. The enemy has crafted plans hoping to break you, to make you question yourself, to make you question me. But let me tell you this, I am here to intervene. I am your protector, your shield, your refuge. The enemy may think he's clever, but he has no power over you, not as long as you remain in me. I've seen the traps laid out before you, and I am already working to dismantle them. What was meant to harm you will not succeed because my plans for you cannot be stopped. This is why I need you to pay attention, to take this warning seriously. Do not ignore the stirring in your heart or the gentle nudges I've been giving you. They are my way of drawing you closer, of preparing you for what lies ahead. You are not alone in this, and you never will be. Trust in me, child. I am the one who calms the storms, who parts the seas, who turns the impossible into reality, and I am fighting for you right now. But I need you to do something too. Stay close to me. Stay in my word, stay in prayer, and stay in faith. This is not the time to waver. My beloved child, there is more happening around you than what your eyes can see or what your heart can fully understand. What you've been feeling, the tension, the doubts, the moments when everything seems to go wrong, it's not random. There is a battle happening, one that you cannot see with your physical eyes. But it is real, and I want you to know that I see it all. You see, this world is not just flesh and blood. Beyond what you can touch and feel, there are spiritual forces at work. The enemy has been scheming, hoping to plant seeds of fear, confusion, and despair in your life. He knows the plans I have for you, plans to give you hope and a future, and he wants to stop you from walking into them. He whispers lies to make you feel unworthy, unloved, and alone. But let me tell you this, those are not my words. Those lies are not your reality. I am here, standing guard over you. My angels are surrounding you, fighting on your behalf in ways you cannot imagine. Every time you felt overwhelmed but found the strength to keep going, that was me. Every time you've been protected from danger, even when you didn't realize it, that was my hand shielding you. I know this might sound overwhelming, but you don't need to be afraid. The battle is not yours to fight alone. It's mine. I have already won the ultimate victory. When I went to the cross and rose again, I defeated the enemy once and for all. His power is limited, and he cannot take from you what I have given. This is why I need you to trust me. Don't let the enemy's schemes distract you or pull you away from me. Stay rooted in my word, stay steadfast in prayer, and remember that I am always with you. When you feel the weight of this unseen battle, call on my name, and I will strengthen you. You are my child, and I will never leave you to face this alone. The enemy may try, but he will not prevail, because I am your protector and your savior. Trust in me, I am fighting for you. My beloved child, I need you to understand something very important. I see everything. I see every plan, every thought, and every action that has been taken against you. Nothing escapes my notice. From the moment you were formed, I have watched over you, and I've been fully aware of every situation you faced, every word spoken against you, and every obstacle placed in your path. I see the struggles you're dealing with right now, the things you haven't told anyone else. I see the nights you've cried in silence, the moments you've felt overwhelmed, and the questions that have weighed heavy on your heart. I see the people who have misunderstood you, doubted you, or tried to harm you. But I also see something else, the strength I've placed within you, the potential I'm drawing out of you, and the plans I've set in motion for your good. Nothing catches me by surprise. I know the schemes of the enemy before he even begins to act, and I've already made a way for you. Even when you feel like you are surrounded by uncertainty, I am still in control. I am working behind the scenes in ways you cannot yet understand, positioning you for victory and turning what was meant to harm you into something good. So, trust me, child, you are never unseen, never forgotten, and never alone. Rest in this truth. I am the God who sees it all, and I am fighting for you every step of the way. My beloved child, take heart. My protection surrounds you. Even as the enemy works, scheming to bring harm into your life, I have already set a shield around you. Nothing the enemy does can catch me off guard. I know his plans before he makes them, and I will not allow them to prosper against you. Remember my promise. No weapon formed against you will prosper. Isaiah 54:17. This doesn't mean the enemy won't try to attack you or that challenges won't arise, but it does mean that those attacks cannot and will not destroy you because I am your defender. The weapons may form, but they will fail because I am with you. Think of how I have protected you in the past. There have been moments when you didn't even realize it. Doors I closed to shield you, situations I turned in your favor, dangers I removed before they could touch you. My hand has always been upon you, even when you couldn't see it. Right now, I want you to know that my angels are encamped around you, watching over you day and night. Every time you've felt a sudden peace in the middle of chaos, that was me wrapping you in my presence. Every time you've been unsure but found strength to move forward, that was my spirit guiding and protecting you. I know there are times when the storms feel overwhelming, but I need you to trust me. Just as I calmed the storm for my disciples, I will calm the storms in your life. I am your refuge, your fortress, your strong tower. Run to me when you feel afraid, and I will cover you with my love and peace. So stand firm, my child. Do not be shaken by what you see around you. My protection is stronger than any attack, and my love for you is unshakable. Trust in me, for I am your savior and your shield. You are safe in my hands now and forever. My beloved child, I know that the road before you may not always be clear. At times it may seem uncertain, and you may feel lost or overwhelmed by the weight of your circumstances. But I am asking you something important. Will you trust me completely, even when the path ahead seems unclear? There are moments in life when the way forward doesn't make sense, when the plans you've made don't unfold the way you imagined, when doors close and when it feels like everything is slipping through your fingers. In those moments, I ask you to trust in me, not in your own understanding. For my ways are higher than your ways, and my thoughts are higher than your thoughts. I know it's hard to surrender control when you feel like you're walking in the dark. But child, I am the light that guides your path, even in the darkest moments. It's in these very times that your faith is being tested, not because I want to see you struggle, but because I want you to grow deeper in trust, deeper in reliance on me. When you surrender your worries, your fears, and your need for control, that's when you will truly find peace. I am not asking you to do this alone. I am walking with you every step of the way, even when you cannot see where I'm leading you. In your trials, I am working to shape you, to refine your faith, and to draw you closer to my heart. So will you trust me even in the uncertainty? Will you surrender to my plan, knowing that I am faithful and will never leave you? Lean on me, child, and I will carry you through every trial, bringing you to the place I've prepared for you. My beloved child, I know that you've been through more than you expected. There have been moments when you felt the weight of the world pressing down on you, and it seemed like the enemy was winning. You may have even wondered how something good could ever come from this struggle. But hear me clearly. What was meant to harm you, I will turn for your good. I am the God who specializes in turning things around. What the enemy intended to destroy you, I will use to build you up. This pain you've been enduring, it's not the end of your story, it's just the beginning of a new chapter. You see, my ways are not your ways, and the trials you face will not be wasted. I will use them to refine you, to strengthen your faith, and to prepare you for the blessings I have waiting for you. As you walk through this struggle, know that it's not without purpose. I am shaping you into the person you are called to be, and I will transform your pain into something beautiful. The very thing that tried to break you will be the thing that pushes you into the fullness of your destiny. Can you feel it? The new opportunities that are just around the corner? The deeper peace that is waiting to settle in your heart? It's coming, my child. There will be blessings you can't even imagine, doors opening that seemed impossible. I am preparing you for a life filled with my goodness, and I promise you, what you're walking through now will only make the blessing that much sweeter. My beloved child, I've shared with you the struggles, the battles, and the victories that lie ahead. But now it's time for you to take action. I've promised you protection, I've promised you victory, and I've promised to turn everything meant for harm into something good. But I am also asking you to join me in this process. There's power in what you choose to do next. First, I call you to pray. Don't just speak words. You have a relationship with me, and prayer is how we communicate. When you pray, you invite my presence into every situation. Don't let fear or uncertainty silence your prayers. Instead, let your prayers rise up with confidence, knowing that I am listening, that I am with you, and that I am responding to your every need. Next, seek my presence. I know there are times when you feel distant from me, when the noise of life makes it hard to hear my voice. But I am closer than you think. Take time each day to simply be still and rest in my presence. Let my peace surround you and let my strength fill you. You are not meant to carry these burdens alone. When you seek me with your whole heart, you will find me, and I will renew your spirit. Finally, speak my promises over your life. Speak words of faith, not doubt. Speak the truth of who I am and who I've made you to be. Declare the victory that is already yours, even before you see it with your eyes. My word is powerful, and when you speak it, you align yourself with my will. I know it's not always easy, especially when everything around you seems uncertain. But trust this, I am powerful, and I am able to intervene in ways that you cannot imagine. I have already won the ultimate victory, and through me, you are more than a conqueror. So rise up, my child. Don't wait for the perfect moment or the perfect conditions. Take the steps of faith now and watch how I move in your life. My beloved child, I know that life can be overwhelming. I know there are times when the weight of it all feels too much to carry, when fear rises, when uncertainty clouds your vision, and when the world around you seems to spin out of control. But I am here to speak peace to your heart today. Do not fear. I am with you always, not just when things are going well, not just in the moments of joy or triumph, but in every moment, in the midst of the storm, in the silence, and in the quiet of your heart. I am never far from you. You may not always feel it, but I am right there, holding you, guiding you, comforting you. When life feels uncertain, I want you to remember this truth. I am working all things for your good. Even when you don't understand what's happening, even when the path ahead is unclear, I am working behind the scenes, orchestrating everything in your favor. My plans for you are filled with hope, and they will not fail. Trust that even in the hard moments, I am using them to shape you, to refine you, and to bring you closer to the purpose I've designed for you. I understand that this world can sometimes feel like it's falling apart. There are moments when it seems like everything is against you, when the pain and confusion threaten to drown you. But let me remind you of something important. You are not alone. I am with you. I have not abandoned you, nor will I ever. My love for you is unshakable. No circumstance, no challenge, no enemy can separate you from my love. It is steady and constant, like the foundation of a rock, and nothing can move it. So I say to you today, rest in my peace. You don't need to fight every battle on your own. You don't need to figure everything out by yourself. I am the one who has already won the victory, and I will lead you through it. When you are weary, I will give you rest. When you are afraid, I will be your courage. When you are lost, I will show you the way. Let your heart be still and trust in my unshakable love for you. I will never leave you. I will never let you go. You are mine and I am yours, and nothing can separate us. So, my child, walk forward in peace. Let go of fear and hold tight to the truth of who you are in me. You are deeply loved and you are never alone. I am with you, always. I am working for your good, and my plans for you are good. Rest in this assurance, for it is unshakable and it will never fail. Remember, you are not just a survivor, you are a conqueror, because I have already overcome the world, and I will always be by your side no matter what comes.